Welcome to the world of final fights, where the fight is final, except not really. Anyway, this is your mom pal, and this is the playthrough of Final Fight. This is the arcade version. I'm playing this off the classic, the Capcom collection. Final Fight is one of my favorite beat 'em ups. It's kind of bare compared to what comes afterwards, but I still enjoy it. It's not a particularly long game, and what have you. For this particular playthrough, I'm going to go through even though the story's all the same no matter who you play as, I'm going to go through each three of the characters through this. And we're going to start out with Mike Haggar, because it seems like a lot of people forget that Haggar is actually the main character of the Final Fight series. I mean, he's the only one that's been in every Final Fight game. So there you go. And the story is very basic, bad guys go, kidnap the mayor's daughter and go rescue her. But I do enjoy this game. Doing it solo because I have no friends, because woe is me. There is some. It's not as much depth as fighting games, but Final Fight does have some depth to it. Not with Haggar, but you can actually pull off well, I guess it's technically an infinite, but basically you can hit stun enemies. Like I said, you can't do it with Haggar. Haggar's too slow for it, and you can pull it out with a guy, but his tends to be a little bit more trickier. Cody's that in-between guy that can pull it off a lot better. And with the classic Capcom collection, it's I'm fairly certain it's arcade perfect, or not. Well, maybe not perfect, but it's the arcade version at the very least. That good old Nerf pike there. Also, I'm no expert. I mean, I like the Final Fight series, but I'm no expert at it, so I'm sure throughout this playthrough, I'm gonna do a lot of dumb stuff. And hey, unlike the GBA port, you have infinite continues. All you have to do is just insert coin, unquote, quotes, in quotes, coin quotes. Also, the Mad Gear, the bad guys in this game, they like to clone their people, so that way, what have you. Can't have enough clones around. And we're already up to our first boss of the game. For some reason, in the cartoon, the Street Fighter cartoon, eats electricity. In the intro of this, actually, I forgot to mention that this gets retconned a little bit to fit within Street Fighter's lore. I believe the year this game takes place is 1987, I believe, and Streetwise actually follows up with this as well. If I like to count Streetwise as canon anyway. We're on level 2, the subway. Lots of subs and lots of waves. Gotta show them Mad Gear's who's in charge, the new mayor and whatnot. Gotta be a good role model for the children. each character has a special ability that you just hit attack and jump, and basically it gets you out of a pinch, but it also does cost you health whenever you do it. So try not to abuse it too much. And a lot and since this the Final Fight series becomes part of Street Fighter, you see a lot of character crossover. That unfortunately Mike Haggar's not a playable character in the Street Fighter games, which is a shame because I think it would work out pretty well. As you can tell, a lot of the Haggar games is named after rock bands and whatnot, or rock bands or musicians and what have you. We got Axl, we got Poison, and then we have some named after wrestlers, like Haggar is modeled after a wrestler, and Andre is obviously modeled after the Giant from WWF, WCW, what have you. This was supposed to be a sequel to the original Street Fighter, but, played so differently that they changed it up. Yeah, get used to that, continue screen. Anyway. But yeah, this was supposed to be a sequel to the original Street Fighter, but then they changed the name, which is kind of funny. They're just like, oh well, it's still part of Street Fighter, continuity and whatnot. Pick up whatever weapons you can, they come pretty useful. Each character does have a weapon they favor, and Haggar prefers pipes, Guy prefers katanas, and Cody prefers the knives. And, just beat 'em up stuff, just beat 'em up. And, I really do hope Capcom, kind of comes back and, comes back. Capcom's still around, but I wish Capcom would come back to the Final Fight series at some point and give us another game, because Streetwise wasn't a bad game. I know a lot of people think it's a bad game, and it's like B-rate kind of thing to me. And I had fun with it. And the people who obviously created did care for the Final Fight series, because you can see little touches of everything, thrown in here. And we are to our second boss, and probably one of my favorite Final Fight bosses. So dumb, just an American guy trying to be Japanese and butcher the Japanese language. His pattern is, he'll go, unlike other bosses, he'll go, straight towards his katana once, they're dropped, so I gotta watch out for that if you pick him up. And he is invulnerable, when he takes, when he gets up from a fall and whatnot, or from a knockdown. But he's really not, hugely difficult. I'm just not good, that's all. and that's round 2. And we come to our first bonus game, probably the most famous one, the Final Fight series. Beat up the car. Because who doesn't love smashing cars with pipes, right? But, just smash the car to bits within the time limit and you're good to go. And with that, we'll move on to round 3 in the next part. And, we'll see if Mike Haggar can make it to the end without dying too much.
Oh my god!